Hello and welcome to Spill the Tea with Alicia G and one special guest that we interview each and every week. The question is, who's it gonna be? Well, he's a party boy. He's a party animal. He loves the party, and he's also a host on here too. And he's just the ladies' man. He's a gambler. He's a wild one. He's the one. He's the only. He's Party Poon, as they call him. Guys, who's joining, welcome to Spill the Tea with Alicia G and that one special guest we interview each and every single week. Guys, if you're just joining, be sure you smash that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, comment, all that fun jazz, and all social media. AliciaGWorld, my Instagram, my YouTube, The Clock, Facebook, Twitter, and more. And of course, BIGO too. Or go to my official website, www.AliciaGWorld.com. Links to all social media, merchandise, music, and more. Boom, boom, and baby. Boom, boom, baby.
What's up, kiddo?
Doing great. Oh, guys, you're just joining. Welcome to Spill the Tea with Alicia G and our special guest, Mr. Big Poony, or Party Tim, Party Poon. He's just the party animal, 24/7, 365. And he's also a host here on BIGO. Do you want to tell anyone your social media and where they can find you?
Oh, for sure. So I've kind of backed off from doing anything active on social, like on Instagram or anything like that. But it's motherfucking Poon. We'll put it in the comment.
What'd he say? Mother effing Poon. What'd he say?
You can say it. You have to repeat it for yourself. You have to repeat it.
Oh, I'm good. What he said on that note. What he said. What he said.
So I mean,
So how you doing?
I do Instagram once in a while, like if I'm out and stuff. Like it's just story stuff. Like my feed, like my, like the Instagram feed is so old and out of date. Like I haven't even touched that in years. But we'll do story stuff. We're always outside.
He's a wild partier, boys and girls. He is. So guys, grab a snack, grab a drink, hold on to your seats, buckle up. We're gonna spill some tea. We might just drop the cup as usual. We just might. So we're gonna keep it calm for the first few. So how did you first find BIGO?
So in 2019, and you know that it was early 2019 because I think you had started BIGO and I had started BIGO in about the same month. Maybe a couple days earlier or something, and BIGO was a much smaller town back then, and that's how I ran into you, like right off the bat. You were like, you were an up and comer, and you were doing well right away. But I found BIGO just through, like, I guess an ad in a game or something. You know how like they put ads in games and stuff like that. And before that, I mean, I was in a relationship and lived somewhere else, and then. Like I would not be on this shit if I was in it. Like I would not be on this app if I was married. Let me tell you, this shit's dangerous. We'll stay right off of BIGO. BIGO ends marriages, y'all.
Okay. What is your favorite part about BIGO? Would you say?
The social interaction. I was before BIGO. I was very much keep to myself, quiet, and this helps me, socialize with people. I've taken like the ability, talking to strangers on here out into the public and stuff. And so I'll talk to anybody. Like I will really talk to anybody.
You're definitely not shy. That's one thing. He is not shy, boys and girls. He's not shy at all.
I like that. So I love BIGO for the social interaction, the ability, you can connect with people literally around the world. That can also get you in trouble because you start falling in love with these bitches that like live hours away and then like you never meet them and you spend a lot of
We're gonna ask some more questions here. So were you always, I know you're a partier, we're gonna get into the deep and depth of partying over here. But
what?
Like were you I know you're a partier,
yeah.
But were you always such a partier? Like growing up, like in high school?
Absolutely not. No, someone else was just asking me about that. No, I was very much like the keep to myself, shy kid, just geeky, nerdy, whatever. I look better now actually than I did when I was in my 20s.
Wait, did you ever go to any parties at all though? Like in high school, college?
Nope.
Fraternity,
Nope.
anything,
Well,
frat parties?
college where I went to didn't have fraternity stuff like parties, but no, very much kept to myself. Didn't even go to prom.
Well, I mean, I had a crazy experience at the prom, which most of y'all know. So, yeah, I understand. I understand. Were you the popular one though in school growing up, or just more just like the smarty pants growing up, or?
No, I was. I mean, remember at the time when I was growing up, like computers were like a brand new thing, and so, I mean, in this would have been like in the 80s, and like my seventh and eighth grade math teacher had acquired an Apple II computer, which was like, that was cool to have a computer. Like, this was new for us, and he kept it in his storage room. And if you did well in class and stuff, like, you got computer time. Like, that was the shit. Like, that's how I got into it. Yeah.
Computer time. And now, you were a computer programmer?
Software developer, engineer, team manager eventually. So I did.
So you love computers. You love technology.
I did very well.
Very well. So you went from technology and everything to party boy. How did this happen, Tim? How did this happen?
No, I really don't. I don't know. I don't know how I got into this. I mean, it was just, going out and, like, because I moved back to an area where I didn't know anybody, right? Whenever, and a lot of people already know, like, I took care of my mom for a couple of years till she passed away. Like, I was her full-time caretaker in an area where I grew up in, but did not know anybody anymore, right? Because I was away from this area for so long, so I didn't know anybody. So it was just going out to spots and finding people, and then like I ran into people that turned into super good friends, and we just go out and turn up. And I am a drinker when I'm out. I do not drink at home. I do not sit in the house and drink. But when I go out and party, oftentimes, I'll have 2, 3, 4 people in my car. I have had 7 people in a Chevy Cruze before to get them around to the next spot. Swear to God. 4 in the back, 3 in the front. Me driving and 1 sitting on the lap of the passenger. We've had 7 people in and they were not even tiny people. That was some crazy shit. 7 people in a Chevy Cruze was funny as hell. And but I will get people home safely, and that's why a lot of my friends, will come out with me, because they know that I know how to handle getting around.
Like a designated responsible person at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, designated driver, but like I know when it's time for me to like go to water or coffee. Right, but I'm super high energy. I'm super high energy. I know my routine. I'm going to have some coffees before I go out and drink a little bit. Oftentimes, I'll do a couple like mixed drinks, tequilas or whatever. But mostly I stay on beer because beer, you can stay straight longer on beer. And then I know when it's time to go over to water.
What is your favorite drink?
You mean like as like a mixed drink right now?
Yeah, like adult.
We've been getting sex on the beaches. Like there's the casino, the Pittsburgh casino actually makes a really great sex on the beach. Or just rum and cokes. Like I don't need to do fancy stuff.
What's your go-to shot at the bar? Go-to shot.
I don't do straight shots usually, but
okay.
Yeah, not straight shots. But like in the car, we'll have a bottle of either 1800 tequila or we've been getting Don Julio. Don Julio is $63 a bottle, and we like finish a whole bottle in one night.
Well, he has a good taste, boys and girls. He has very good taste, that's for sure. So, would you say you like women?
I like women. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes women. Would you call yourself a ladies' man?
I wouldn't call myself that, but people have called me that. I wouldn't use that term. I don't even know what does that term even mean? I honestly don't. What the fuck does that mean?
What about a player? I'm gonna call the player.
No. Nope.
Not a player. Okay.
So I'm talk to one shorty at a time.
One shorty at. What is your type? Oh, let's spend some tea. What is your type? Tall, short?
You know, I don't know that. Just got to be able to turn up, look good, match energy. I just stopped hanging out with a super tall girl, and now I'm hanging out with a really short girl. I like thin. I like petite. I like thin, athletic kind of girl. I like thin girls.
The spice of life. The spice of life. So we know you like to party, frequent the gentlemen's clubs, the casino.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would you say your wildest party has ever been? Ever attended? Just the most.
Wow.
Oh my God, that just happened. Just spill that tea.
I don't know. I mean, excuse me. Excuse me.
You're good.
I don't.
Excuse.
It happened. Like I go out so much that my memory fades of like different nights and stuff. I mean, just this past weekend, just a week ago, I was out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in a row. And I'm talking till like 6 in the morning. Saturday night, I was out till 8 in the morning on Sunday. I pay for it the next day. 4 nights in a row, that was a lot. But this past Saturday night with the group that I was with was super fun. We ended up getting a section, and there was like 10 people in a section. They brought a bottle of Don Julio to the section. That was fun. That was very fun. And then,
like, how do you keep going? Don't you get exhausted? Like, don't you say, "Oh my God, I'm tired"? How do you keep going?
I end up sleeping like for a large portion of the daytime. So, and it's tough to go back. It's tough to go from, and still even with that, like I got in all my host hours last week. Like I got 2 hours plus a day. And what was I gonna say? So yeah, I mean, I'm exhausted and like I'm sore because like I'm on my feet a lot, and like, yes, I can go, but I am not a spring chicken. So it's we're just gonna keep doing it till I fold out.
He's a professional partier, y'all. He's a professional partier, guys. We're just tuning in. Welcome to Spill the Tea with Alicia G and our one special guest, our party poon.
Sorry.
Ours party poon on Spill the Tea.
Last week at one of the spots, it was so crowded. It was one of like the shoulder to shoulder, like you got to kind of brush past people and like make sure you're not stepping on anybody's shoes, kind of thing. And I got pickpocketed, or an attempted pickpocket. I caught dude's hand in my left pocket, which is where I keep my keys and my lighter. Yep, his hand was right in my pocket.
Oh my goodness.
So that was upsetting. If that had been on my wallet side, I'd have probably swung at the dude.
Let's something fun. Exciting. What's the wildest thing you've ever seen at a party? Just something that dazzle us. Dazzle us, Tim. Dazzle us. I know you got some stories up your sleeve.
Party when you say party, I mean you mean like out at the spots, right? Like the spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this was just in a regular bar, and a lot of the regular bars will have strippers on certain nights of the week. And there was a stripper in the back corner, like fucking herself with a dildo one time in the one spot. It was like, oh, that really is happening in here right now. It was kind of off to the side. There was another spot where there was a stripper that busted it out and was pouring hot candle wax down on her coochie. Right in the middle, like right in the middle of the fucking floor.
I don't know what to say after that one.
I mean,
He's spilling the tea, guys.
is this what you're looking for? Is this what we're looking for here?
Yeah, spill that tea. Spill that tea. Spill that tea, y'all. We're spilling that tea. That's coming in hot tonight.
I have seen fights. The places I go, there are fights occasionally. The other few weeks back, dude bumped into another dude, and that dude didn't like it, and he started swinging, and dude flew across a glass, high top table and stuff, and like cleared the space out for a little bit. I've seen, and that happened right in front of me, and I backed away because it ain't my fucking business.
Any crazy fights between girls in the clubs?
The other nights, this was Thursday. This was maybe on Thursday or Friday night at the spot. And ended up, of the 4 nights last week that I was actually ended up through the multiple places we were going, I ended up at the same spot all 4 nights because that's just like one of the poppin' places in town. And I looked over into the corner, and there was a girl laid out cold on the ground from I didn't see her get clocked, but people started like going over to like see if she was okay, and one girl cracked her, but I didn't actually see her get cracked, but she was done laying there. I saw that just that happens. But the place where the women fight in this area is on an area called the South Side, Carson Street. There are tons of fights there on the regular, and they actually staffed that street on Friday and Saturday with Pittsburgh police officers to like calm the disturbances. And I just saw footage the other week of a woman getting pulled out the bar by security, and then the one girl just started digging in on her right away, and the cops came up with like the pepper spray cans and just unloaded a whole can of pepper spray on them, and they didn't even stop. They just kept going.
That's just not right.
That's an area that I actually don't like to go to. I really don't go to the Carson Street area. That stuff's crazy.
Stay far, far away. Far, far away. All right, what about one of the maybe best experiences at the club? Maybe like a super high-end VIP, maybe walking with a celebrity, anything really wow, dazzling performance or something like that, maybe? That you encountered?
No, not really. No, not really. I mean, you said the club. I didn't know if you mean strip club. I mean, back in my birthday of 2022. I'm trying to make sure my dates are right. So my birthday's in January. So yeah, that's 2 years ago. My birthday in 2022, I drove to a strip club that I had never been to before to see some friends that I hadn't seen in a while. And I knew one was there, but I didn't know the other one was going to be there. And it was like minus degree temperatures. I don't know even what it was. It was like fucking minus 10 degrees. It was a super cold night. This place was up in the mountains. And they said, "Hey, Tim, you want to tip us, up front for a really good time?" And I'm like, "Let's get a room and get us both into the room. We'll have a really good time." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." And I didn't know that have a really good time ended up meaning a threesome with 2 of my stripper friends in the fucking club upstairs. They walked in with the condom and said, "We are going to have a nice time. I promised you a nice time. Happy fucking birthday."
Happy birthday! We spilled that tea. We broke the cup, boys and girls. We broke that cup.
Oh, good. That was good. I was scared as hell. Let me tell you, I was scared. I didn't know if this was a setup, because there's a camera in the room, but there's also a bed in the room. Like some of the rooms had couches, like a traditional strip club room. This one had a bed. This one had an actual bed. Okay.
A bed.
And I'd never been in anywhere like that had a bed, but there was a camera, like one of the little cameras in the corner. I'm like, what about that camera? They're like, "This shit don't work. Let us play." Let's have fun. I was scared as hell. I thought we was gonna get busted.
It got me not speaking anymore. Security! Alright, we're good, we're good. My light is flickering. I have a flickering light. I don't know. I'll shut off for a second. Okay, well, we just shattered that cup, boys and girls.
Remember to tip both sides for the entertainment, y'all. Don't be broke.
Oh my goodness, how much I love Thank you. We're spilling some tea. We broke and shattered the cup right here, live on BIGO on Spill the Tea with Alicia G and the party man himself. Hugh Hefner of BIGO. Damn who? Yes, we did. Yes, we just did. So, about these hotel parties, what is the wildest hotel party you've ever experienced? Spill the tea, Jim. Spill the tea.
That was actually, so that would probably actually be one of the, I think the very first hotel party that I went to. It was someone that I know for a while, and she brought along a girl that I met before. But I had like talked through or seen on Instagram, but had never met her in person before. So she came along. So it was two girls out there, and we got like, this was at the Wyndham Hotel, Wyndham Grand in Pittsburgh. Big ass room. Hey, really her. Thank you so much, love. Thank you. Really her. I saw your message. I'll have to get back to you after the show. And we turned up, and all of a sudden ended up, we both ate the coochie of the girl that I had just met for the first time. We dived right the fuck in. We just took turns eating coochie, and I recorded it. They didn't care if I sat and recorded it. And then we just took turns. The other girl didn't want nothing done to her because she actually had a boyfriend. So we left her. We didn't go crazy on her.
That's good.
Right, like the friend that I knew had a boy, had a dude at the time, so she was the eat her, not the ET.
What he said, not the ET. Or he said, not the ET. Ah, so.
A runner up over there, guys. Show love on the side, please. Show love. I'm a host. Show love.
Oh, we were just shattering that cup, y'all. Shattering that cup. How much I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
There was the girl that I was dating. This was, I gotta keep my dates straight. This was summer of last year. Summer of last year was fun. Summer of this year was fun. That's when I really started going out, a lot, was last year and this year. In 2021, I was just kind of getting started and meeting people. And before that, I was taking care of my mom too much and wasn't really able to be out like that, right? Summer of last year there was a girl I was dating, and she was a horn dog. She was a real horn dog. I had just bought her a dress. We were going to Topgolf, and I bought her a summer dress, so she looked real cute. She was so excited just by getting this dress that actually, can you believe now? I don't know how this happened, but it was actually the first time I ever got roadhead in my entire life, driving down the road. I don't know how it took 50 some years to get roadhead, but I ended up with getting roadhead. Then we pulled off at, the rest stops. You know how I have the rest stops? We pulled off and we went back behind a utility shed and started fucking behind a utility shed out in the open. It was nighttime, dark. And we started seeing shadows of someone walking their dog, and we got scared. So we went back to the car and continued on our way. Well, then and now I have a little Chevy Cruze. She actually climbed aboard and was fucking while we're driving down the highway at 60 something miles an hour. Okay? Then We hadn't finished yet, so we pulled into an empty business parking lot. Hey, thank you so much. Pulled into an empty business parking lot back in the corner. There was no cars except there was like one vehicle like right up near the business. Probably security post. Okay, we didn't worry about it. We went over into a dark corner and we like finished what we was doing.
You're done.
You know, she got herself situated back up. LaDawn, thank you. Situated back up, and we were ready to go because we were still trying to get to Topgolf, right? It was late. It was going on. It was midnight. It had to be close to midnight. We were still in the parking lot leaving the business when 2 cop cars lit up and came at us while we were in the parking lot still to see what the fuck we was doing. Yo, thank you. So yeah, they stopped us, and of course we had like weed and alcohol and everything in there. So they stopped us. I like made sure the alcohol was in the back seat. You know how you can reach around and like put stuff under the seat, like reach between and get under the seat. So we did that. The weed went into the glove box. There was no smell of like fresh weed going on inside in the car at that time. And they do what you guys doing in here? I was like, we just got her this dress. We're on our way to Topgolf. You can see here on the GPS right over here, officer. That's really where we're going. That's the GPS is running. And she just wanted to change into this dress. And we kissed for a little bit, and we're just on our way to Topgolf here. And they're like, well, you really shouldn't be doing this here in the parking lot, like late at night. It's not safe. I'm like, I know, sir. There was nobody around. We were watching our surroundings and stuff, and you can see that we're sober and everything. We weren't causing no trouble. And they're like, well, what's your, let me check your plates and papers, your IDs and stuff. And he checked my ID, checked her ID, and said, you're good. Just don't do it again. We're on our way. Then she wanted to fuck in the bathroom. Then she wanted to fuck in the bathroom at Topgolf. I'm like, that's doing too much. We are not doing that. We're not doing that. Then we went back to the hotel and did it like in the window where you could see out the window. The traffic down below could like see it from the hotel window.
Nice view. Very scenic. Very scenic view. Very nice.
With if you put a light behind you, the silhouette. It was amazing. It was fun. That was in Washington, PA. If you guys want to go run the road in Washington, PA, you might see me do that again sometime.
Very creative, very artistic, and everyone show that love. Thank you, appreciate those bells. Everyone show that love, guys. We are spilling some tea. We totally shattered the cup tonight. It bubbled over and ooh, we spilled that tea tonight, guys. Have you ever wrecked a hotel room, trashed a hotel room? Correct terminology, I don't know.
Like to the point where like they charge you for what you did? Hell no. Okay. Absolutely not. I don't even let people smoke weed in hotels because all hotels are non-smoking. I don't even be letting people like smoke, even though there is an amazing trick, and they did do this one time and didn't get caught. So I did let this happen one time because they said we're not going to get caught. If you go into the bathroom, so here's a trick, y'all. A lot of weed smokers probably know this. Go into the bathroom and turn the shower on steaming hot. Just let the shower run crazy hot. Let the sink faucet run crazy hot. So it's just a fog haze of steam in there, okay? Then you can go in, and if you put like a towel along the bathroom door, you can that dissipates the smell of weed. Like the steam just eats the weed smell up. You don't even know.
We're learning things new. Take your notes. We're learning things.
But other than that, I do not trash or break hotel rooms. I would, if someone that I was with did that would be a problem. I do not do that kind of stuff.
It's important. Thank you. Boom, boom, baby. Oh my goodness. You are truly the party animal. You are the party animal. Oh my goodness. All right, how about I'll back it up a little bit. tell us about your wildest, most expensive night at the Gentleman's Club. Like, how many champagne rooms? Like, the most champagne rooms. What was your most lavish night? I'm sure I love guys. Thank you so much.
I usually don't get rooms at the club because of how the cut works. Like that's a very rare thing for me to do. I would rather like just go to a hotel with them so that they can keep all the money. I mean, the store I just told you about at the birthday, that was one. That was wild. That was expensive. But not too often. I don't like doing that because the club gets like 60% of that money, right? So don't do that. The dancer only gets very little bit of the room.
So you're more
money.
like a tipper, basically, around the stage, more so.
I tip at the stage a lot. Yeah, I'll just tip at the stage a lot. Or at the spot like that I've recently been going to, there's like, the first floor, and then there's an upstairs area where you can go up and stand with people and smoke. There's a smoking area up there and stuff. Oh, they only let you smoke weed in there upstairs. They don't let you smoke it on the first floor. And girls will just stand with me up there. I mean, just lay it like right down all over the body, right there, and then they get to keep it all. I don't, and that's to me, why pay? And again, why pay for a lap dance in like a curtained off area where the club's going to keep half the money when they can just stand with you and do basically the same thing? And they get it all. That's just what I do. And I throw it on. I just throw it on stage. Remember, I don't tip dancers that I don't know. I know a lot of people, okay, and I know people, and these people actually go hang out with me. The dancers I tip have been in my car. We've done stuff. I don't tip dancers that I don't know.
Have they ever brought you up on stage? Anything fun like that?
So that happened actually last year. Right in the beginning of December last year, my friend Keela, who is now a host again here on BIGO, she used to be a host, and I discovered her actually. I think it was her very first day. She was lined with you. It was your 2-year BIGO anniversary on March 1 of 2021.
My goodness.
I believe it was. Was that your 2-year anniversary?
I don't know.
Does that sound right?
I don't know.
March 2021.
So. Oh, right.
And she was lined with you because I actually remember having a picture of like a gift I had sent and tagged you saying happy 2-year anniversary AG and stuff, and she was in that picture. So she was a host a couple years ago. She didn't stay on the app back then, but we had kept in touch. Well, now she's a host again, and now it happens that she's a host again. But last year, I had gone down for her birthday, and this was a club where it was set up where the stage was in the middle and the bar circled the entire stage. Okay, like there wasn't a tip rail. The walking around the bar circled the stage. So you basically had to like crumple money and throw it up on the stage. You had to like fold it so that it would make it to the stage, right? Or unless you like tossed a whole stack and just let it fly, right? But a single dollar bill, it's hard to throw that far. They pulled me up on the stage because that was her birthday party weekend, and I went up on the stage and I'm the lit white dude in the spot, I'm the only white guy in the spot and stuff, and they're like, look at that dude go up there, and this was a stage, this was a setup where they had almost like gymnasium kind of rails, right, climbing rails and stuff, not just a pole, but like overhead rails that you could climb up and swing around on, almost like something that you'd see it in a park, in a school, at a kid's park to climb around on, monkey bars or whatever you call them. It was like that. So she did that and did tricks, and yeah, I'm up on the stage just like laying money on that coochie. You know,
Oh my god.
it was cool. You want to see
Oh
the
no,
footage?
no, that's okay. We'll save that for your own show. On that note, we're spilling some tea here with the party man himself, Hugh Hefner of BIGO, the ladies' man, the wild one, Tim Poon himself, y'all. He's dazzling us. He left me speechless for a few moments there, and I'm sure he has something else up his sleeve.
I have some
Oh,
notes
we got
here.
notes,
I have some notes
folks.
here.
We got notes. Let's go.
Can we talk about that crusty lips sea hag ball Barbie?
No, we can't. But on that note, so I know you like to. Oh yeah, whip that up, fry it. We do fun, wild tea about ourselves that we spill out. And yes.
I went to Los Angeles a couple weeks back ago. The whole city smelled.
Okay.
Can we talk about chicken leg alcoholic but beautiful dick sucking?
What is your
get live?
I know you like. What is your favorite game to gamble? I know you like to gamble. Rip it up. Rip it up.
I got all these notes.
Save it for a different show.
Can we talk about the amazing Alicia G?
No, how about we talk about you? This is your story.
That was the rest of the notebook. Yeah,
I know.
That was the rest of the notebook.
It's all good. It's all good. Oh, I know you like to frequent the casinos. How did you get into the casinos?
Oh, casino. That's, if there's a night that I want to go out by myself, like the casino can be fun. To just go mind my business there and try it. And so there's a casino only 10 minutes away that's really fun. That's where the country bar is with the rodeo bull, and that's super fun. I haven't been there in a couple months actually. That's only a few minutes away. And then there's a casino right in downtown Pittsburgh, and they always have weekend entertainment, right? Free bands, and they're really good bands. And they, like, the one bar has live entertainment on the weekends, and so it's nice to just go there. And the drinks at the Pittsburgh casino are actually very reasonable. They are not overly priced, ridiculous drinks. Very reasonable drinks. You can go sit there and play. I usually do slot machines, or poker, but lately I've been doing blackjack and stuff. It is, yeah, it's just fun. That's a fun thing to just do on my own time.
What would you say?
If I end up taking a friend there, they end up asking me to fund them, and then they lose all my fucking money.
Okay. So I mentioned I love. Thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every single one of you. We're just spilling some tea here with the wild man himself, Party Poon, Big Pony, Poon Star. What about your best night at the casino? Is there a night like, yes, I won this jackpot? Do you have a high rolling night? Maybe.
I really have never won any kind of big, like, huge jackpot. I have been with friends. I remember my one friend. This was after a night at the strip club where that club where they were working at the time actually stayed open till like 5 a.m. And we had agreed that we were all going to go over to the casino after the end of the night. But I remember that they also were not allowed to get in my car at the club. They had to find another way over because that club wasn't going to look like there was any sort of issues of them, like dancers getting in my car. So they got their own way over there. We met over at the casino, and my one dance friend, who was actually one of my longest friends that I've known in the Pittsburgh area, just love her to death. Was doing, I think, it was a $2 spin on the slot machine. And this was at 6 something in the morning and hit for like $750 on a $2 spin.
Nice one.
And she got it right away and pocketed that money, as she should have. But I have not had, now on like my slot machines on my phone, I have I have hit big amounts of money, but then I've fucking lost it back. But yes, I can play on my phone or on my computer and stuff. And yes, I've won $2,000 on a single spin before, and then gave it all right back to the casino. Yeah.
Do you say ever at the hotel casinos ever or anything like that, or player's card they call it, or?
So I have a player. I mean, I'm not a baller at the level that's going to get you like free nights at a hotel, at a casino hotel. I don't do that. But I have stayed at the hotel that they just built next to the Pittsburgh casino, and it's very nice. That was back in the spring. That was back in the spring with the girl I was hanging out with. That was in March. And yeah, we ended up, hey, thank you so much. We went there and we gambled, and it was super late. I mean, that was a super late night too. Most of my things are super late nights, to where the only food option was getting these dry ass nasty hot dogs. Hey, little mama, thank you. I'll check them, little mama, thank you. And so there was these dry ass nasty hot dogs, but man, could that girl fuck. We got we just randomly got the room at the hotel at the casino, because it was like attached. That girl, she put on a show. She's like, she went to take a shower. I'm in the shower, like, and it was one of those showers that has like the glass doors, right? Really beautiful hotel shower. She's like, just jump in the shower, I'll be in, let me give you a show. So I'm in there showering, and she's just out on the vanity area, like dancing, shaking her ass, leaning back, sitting up on the vanity, spreading her coochie open. She's like, you're gonna get all this. This was, I think, the first time we like actually like messed around. That was a fun night, right? But then I found out, then she's not a cuddler. She wasn't even a cuddler. We like fucked, and just like, she slept on her side of the bed and I slept on my side of the bed. But she didn't want to cuddle. That was also the same girl that I think it was on Easter. Was it Easter Day? Easter weekend? I don't remember. Might have been right around Easter. Where, yeah, I was at her apartment, and we were showering together. We were in just a typical like home shower, right? With like the bathtub and the shower insert and stuff like that. She started giving me head in the shower. I did not pay her rent. No, I did not pay her rent. Blew it all over her. And then she had made a turn. She turned around to adjust the water and bumped into me. And it, like, I had just blown a load, and I actually fell in the shower. I fell in the I lost my footing. You know, I'm standing towards the back of the shower, so then I do this forward slide, like my feet go out in front of me, and then like my upper back. You know how in the shower insert, and then like the ceramic tub, my upper back hit like right at the top of it, like on the edge, the lip of the bathtub. I literally feel the pain. Like and my head like bonked on the shower insert, but it was more my back, like, so like, yeah, so like then I'm just laying there in the tub, like I had just blown a load, and now I'm laying there in pain, and she's like standing above me, like washing the cum off of her titties and stuff like that. But then, then I recovered, and then we went out and fucked on the couch after that too. So I didn't get hurt too bad.
He bounces back quick. He just boom boom baby, boom boom baby. That's how he does it. Well, he shattered our cup tonight, y'all. He spilled it. That's definitely for sure. Well.
Oh, I didn't ask her to help me up because I didn't need her trying to fall. Remember, like tubs and shower areas are fucking dangerous with running water and slippery. So like I wasn't trying to make her fall and do anything. Thanks everybody for being here. Make sure you show love.
Like, share, tap, and screen. We just shattered that cup, y'all. Spill the tea. Woo! Oh my.
What we got next?
What we got next?
What's next?
Tell us about the worst date. There has to be one not so good date where maybe someone, oh my God, my car. Something like, oh my God. The worst date. Come on now.
I don't even know if I would classify like me going out here with people as like dates or we're just hanging out. I'm not even sure what they're called. I did have a couple. Hey, thank you, Scream Queen, thank you. Couple weeks ago, it was a rough night for my friends, and I ended up with vomit all over my back seat. That pissed me off. I came out and there was barf all over the right side of the back seat, and like I have cloth seats, so it's soaked in, and like it's one of those things where you're gonna need to like go get a shampooer kind of thing to get it out, like get the stains out, which I actually haven't done yet. I just put a blanket over the seat because I need to get the car detailed. I haven't done it yet, but there are stain marks. It's truly a party car. That car is so fucked up. That car is going to maybe get me $5 when I turn it in. There are burn marks. It smells like, like cigars and weed and spilled alcohol. Yesterday, so it's really, it got really cold here for a couple of days. It was nice today, but like it was like 19 degrees yesterday. And from the past weekend, one of the girls had left an unopened energy drink can. Not a small one, not like a small Red Bull, but like a big one in my car, and over the weekend, and I didn't realize it. Well, the cold temperature made that freeze, and then when it thawed, it cracked the can, like it put a little crack in Pittsburgh. And so yesterday afternoon when I was out with my friend and was like trying to clean up the back seat and stuff, I reached to the back and felt this can, and it was only half full, but had not like been opened, right? Like the seal was still on top. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I went back and felt on the floor, and like half that can of, energy drink had leaked out onto the floor and stuff from like the freezing and then thawing and making a little crack in the can. So, what was I reaching for? What does that mean? I don't know what was you reaching for? Anyway.
I think we heard all about your wild dating experiences and just dazzling us as always. We'll just tone it down. What is your dream vacation? Some real simple ones. I know. Just went to Cali.
I have not been to like a Paris or a London or anything like that. I did look actually at prices for Paris the other week. I was playing around just looking at like package flights to Paris and stuff. And it really wasn't all that much more expensive than like going to Las Vegas or something. So I might do something like that. Like back when I was in my long relationship, like, years ago, we always wanted to go to Bora Bora, which is that place over in like the South Pacific or whatever, that has like those tiki huts over the water that you can like look down and see the fishies over the super clear water. That would be an amazing place. I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to the Bahamas twice. I've been to Aruba. That's enjoyable. And I'm trying to I think I'm going to Las Vegas for the BIGO stuff in January. And I might just fucking go YOLO.
How about, have you ever joined the Mile High Club? See, we're talking about flying.
I have not. The lady that was in a long relationship with would have never even been down for it at all. She would have just shut me down. I'd have even brought that up. The friend that I just went with to California, earlier this month. The problem is I am 6 foot. Scream Queen, thank you, love. I am 6'3" and she is 6'2". How are you gonna fit two tall people like that into an airplane bathroom? That's just not even gonna work. Like those airplane bathrooms are almost too small for one tall person. That
That'd
wasn't
be a
gonna
tight
work.
squeeze. That would definitely be a tight squeeze.
Tight squeeze. And I'm not, and I wasn't trying to like, I mean, I have the limits of like how crazy I'm gonna get because I'm not trying to get arrested on any of the shit I do. Like, we wasn't gonna like try and get nasty like in the airplane seats. That was not gonna happen.
I can understand that. Yeah. Yeah.
Not trying to get
Yeah.
arrested
That
or
doesn't
anything.
sound too. Yeah.
I have had like run-ins with cops. So one of the times, this was a girl. This was last year. Girl had been hanging out with, and we had just and then stopped in the summertime, and then stopped for a while, and then we restarted hanging out with. We ended up going out to a couple bars, and she got messed up, like to the point where she passed out in my car, like solid passed out in my car. We had already paid for a hotel room. We were just friends. We didn't. It was just friends hanging out. And we had always got two beds in whenever we got hotel rooms because she wasn't down like that. She was actually like women more. We were friends though. We hung out. Well, I pulled as close to the hotel door as possible because she was out cold, and I could not get her to respond. So I started trying to carry her in to the hotel. Not like in my arms carry her, but like stand her and like hold her, to my shoulder and like kind of step her forward. We got in through the hotel lobby. This is at like 2 a.m. I actually came to your panel about this afterwards. Some of you guys might remember that, okay? After this happened. Right in the hotel lobby, she pees herself all over the fucking floor of the hotel lobby. I almost fell. Like, she just let that pee go. She was like, I was basically walking a passed out, barely awake person. She peed down over her legs onto the floor, and I almost fucking fell. And I saw what had happened. I'm like, I'll be right back. Like I said to the person at the desk, because they saw it, I said, I'll be right back. Hold on. It took forever trying to get her up to this room, taking little couple inch steps at a time. Got her up to the room. Well, now she's peed herself, and like she's soaking wet, and she's passed out. So I took her clothes off. Okay, because you're not gonna it's not a sexual thing. It's just you don't want this person sitting there in soaked pee, right? And I've seen her naked before. It's not even like that, so it wasn't weird. So I got her clothes off, and then went and got the hotel towels and dabbed her off, patted her dry and stuff, right? Covered her up in the bed blanket. I never went back downstairs to see what was going on in the lobby because I was kind of lit too, right? And that took so long upstairs, I figured they would have had it cleaned up anyhow. So I never went back down. So I took my pants off and just crawled in bed. So I'm in my t-shirt and boxer shorts. We just got in my own bed. Again, remember, we had two beds. I got her straight over in her bed. I was getting ready to turn out the lights and just go to sleep and, let her sober up. That was that. Well, then I get a knock, knock, knock. Hey, knock, knock, knock. Well, I didn't know if it was the hotel or what was going on. So I had to get. So it took me a minute to get the lights back on and get my pants back on and over to the door. Got over. Well, it was two officers, two town officers. We got a call here about an issue. Your friend, what's going on with your friend? I said we were out partying. She got a little sick and she had an accident downstairs. Said, can we check on her? I said, sure. She's passed out, but come on in. Now she's completely naked, but covered up with a sheet. Mm-hmm. Okay. Can we check on her? I said, yeah, come on in. She said, what's her name? Do you know where her ID is? I gave him her name, said her ID's, over here, like in her little clutch purse, right? Like this was, like, she's my friend. I've known her for a while, officer. This isn't some random, like, I'm bringing someone to the hotel that I never met. Well, we need to make sure that she actually wanted to be here with you. I said, she's my friend, but I understand your concern. We got to get her awake. So they start trying to, shake her awake when she's not responding. She's not responding at all. Put the flashlight in the eye. She doesn't fucking move. They're like, well, we can't leave until we sort this out because we have to make sure she's okay. We got the paramedics on the way. So the paramedics came over and started looking at her, and they still couldn't get her to come to. Oh, she must have OD'd on something. She's not coming to. This is more than just drinking and weed. She must have OD'd. I'm like, she doesn't do anything like that that's going to cause an OD. Anything harder than weed and some drinks. She just doesn't do that. Oh, yeah, we've got to give her this Narcan or whatever the fuck it is. So meanwhile, they have like this naked girl. It's like 2 male police officers and 2 male paramedics in here and like, pull the sheet back trying to work on her. And they give her this like stabber in the leg Narcan thing or whatever, which she still didn't respond to because she didn't have an overdose that Narcan's going to respond to. So she didn't even jump or wake up to that. So they're like, we have to take her to we can't leave her like this. We have to take her out. So yeah, they like, put blankets or whatever on the paramedic stretcher and took her off to the hospital, the local emergency room and stuff to evaluate. And they said I couldn't come along. This is the name of the hospital. Come check on her in a few hours. So I, came on your panel and started telling that story. Then I got another knock a few minutes later from the same cops that said the hotel is ejecting you for what happened. I was like, it wasn't me that peed. I paid for the room. They're like, you got to go. So I actually, I just grabbed my shit and left and came on to your panel and bitched about it the whole time and stuff. And then I had to go home, that was now 4 something in the morning, and I had an hour drive home from where I was. So I went home because I had nowhere else to go. And then woke up to text messages from my friend of, why the hell am I in the hospital? I'm like, because she didn't even know what was going on. I said, I went through as much as I could in like a text message, like, hey, Seraphin, what's up, love? How are you? Welcome back to BIGO, Seraphin. As much in text messages as possible. So then her phone died, but I knew then her phone died because being in the emergency room and stuff, like she didn't have access to a charger. But she did get off a text message. So that meant she was awake, and so I drove back up from where I live, back up to that hospital, which was again an hour back that way. And then they wouldn't tell me at the desk if she was even there because I wasn't a relative or anything like that. Even though I gave her name, her full legal name. This is called Spill the Tea with Alicia G, Seraphin, and we're just going through some stories. I'm just telling us a story.
Or else you finish that story. I just want to say everyone who is in this feature hour. Thank you all for attending Spill the Tea with Alicia G, and be sure to tune in each and every Thursday, 9 p.m. EST for that one special guest we interview each and every week. The question is, who's going to be next? Better find out, so you better all tune in. And remember, guys, if you haven't, all social media, AliciaGWorld, my Instagram, my YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and more, all Alicia G. I also own an agency here on BIGO. Any questions, just let me know. And I hope you're all enjoying the show. We're going to keep on spilling some more tea. Wish you all peace, love, positivity, and prosperity always. And be sure to follow, like, share, and tap on that screen. And hope to see you all back. Boom, boom, baby.
Boom, boom, baby.
Happy holidays, everyone.
It's like, here's what I'd recommend. I'd recommend you go over to the police district in the town where your friend lives, for your friend's local address, and ask them to do a wellness check. Because I wasn't going to go up to her house. I wasn't going to go to her house because, like, her family, like, they didn't even know me, right? I wasn't going to go be banging on the door at, like, 8 in the morning. So have them do a wellness check. If she's not there, give them this name of this hospital and my name, and they'll call, and we'll straighten it out. That was his way of code saying she's already home. So I left the hospital, and while I was leaving the hospital, I got a call from her saying, yes, one of the officers at the hospital drove her home. And so she already got home after getting evaluated. She didn't even remember what kind of test they did on her or anything like that. But she got home, and like I went and picked her up in our Anarchy. She was still in like the hospital scrubs that like they put her in and stuff. And we went to Ocean Treasures for lunch, which is an amazing restaurant that like does the seafood boils and stuff. Like the crab boils and everything with the potatoes and the corn. Yeah. Ended up doing that. But yeah, that was a pretty nut. That was a nut story. That was a nut story. Nuts.
That is wild. Well, Tim, you truly dazzled us. You spilled the tea. It bubbled, it steamed, it broke the cup. It just, and everyone here. Wow. Just wow, and thank you for your time, and thank you for spilling the tea with Alicia G and the whole AG Army here. And,
I hope that everybody was entertained. Thanks for hanging out if you hung out the whole time. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Enjoy your holidays coming up.
Happy holidays, everyone.
This is a fun life. This is a J-Star. Welcome. It is a fun life. Everybody should try it sometime. Nobody on here can fucking hang like I can hang. But you can go try.
I have just a few little questions to wrap it up. What would you say to a future partier? What some advice would be for a future partier? Someone that would idolize you to be the party poon like you.
People, make sure that people talk right to you. Make sure you're not spending money on bitches that like don't talk right to you and treat you right. Make sure it's a I love you, you love me thing, because they can talk all your money away from you, and like you don't even like at the end of the day you feel like you didn't get it, like you feel unfulfilled. Hey bro, how do you make money? I have money. True. I don't have, like, why are we worried? Why are you worried about another man's wallet? So don't get, make sure everybody's legit, because people will backstab you. Like even the girl that I just took to California a couple weeks ago talked so nasty to me on Sunday, just a few days ago. She's on the clip list. You will not see me with her again.
Oh, best of luck to all your future wild partying, gambling, fiesta.
I'm probably gonna like recharge, on my online casino thing here and play slot machines for a little bit here, because I'm not going out anywhere tonight.
Say thank you so much again, and one final question: what would be your adult entertainer name? Because after all this, you might be on the big screen one day. The adult entertainer. I mean, you've done it all. Why not one more thing? What the heck?
I am not. You mean like my porn name? I am not. I would.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to see my saggy tits?
No. Happy holidays.
This is not porn.
Happy holidays, everyone. That's a wrap.
This is not a porn quality body.
Love y'all. Until next time, of course.
Let's turn some music.